Hey friends, it's Megan, and today I'm going to talk about some of my favorite one-syllable names. So these are short, sweet, beautiful little names. There are so many lovely one-syllable names. When I was looking at my list of names, I was like, wow, I like a lot of one-syllable names. And that surprised me because I feel like I like a lot of big names that I can shorten. Another cool thing I think about a lot of one-syllable names, this is generally speaking, is I find that one-syllable names are often mispronounced just a bit less than names as they get longer. I feel like there's more potential for them to be mispronounced, so that's an added bonus. Of course, there's always an exception in there. I find that one-syllable names too are helpful in balancing out a really long name. So for example, if you wanted to name your daughter Alexandria, which is 5 syllables, and you had a long last name like O'Callahan, which is 4 syllables. Sorry, I'm trying to do my math. If you had a middle name like Evangeline, which is also very long, 4 syllables, Alexandria Evangeline O'Callahan is quite a big name at 13 syllables, which might work for some people. That's totally fine. But if you wanted a shorter flow to the name, you can use a simple one-syllable name like May. Okay, might not be the best example. Alexandria May O'Callahan. It just shortens it a little bit. Okay, I know that example didn't have the best flow to it, but you get what I mean. It's just a little bit less of a mouthful. So just something to think about. What I'm going to do is talk about my top 10 favorite one-syllable names for girls and then for boys. It's so hard for me to rank names that I love, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. So these aren't my favorite names of all time. They're just my favorites for one syllables. Okay, the first one I have, these are 10 to 1, 1 being my favorite. So number 10 is Pearl. Pearl's a Latin name and it's for a pearl. It's number 756 right now in popularity. It once felt a bit dated but is now really coming back into fashion. Expect this name to rise. I predict when the names for 2013 come out, Pearl is going to drastically jump up in popularity. Number 9 is Brooke. Brooke is an English name. It means small stream. It's currently number 102. I've always just kind of liked this name. I don't love it, but I do like it. And I think of the beautiful Brooke Shields when I hear this name. Then I have Quinn. Quinn is an Irish name that means descendant of Con. It's number 153. It is a unisex name. I used to really love this as a teenager. And I know this is not everyone's cup of tea, but I think the nickname Quinny is fun. Maybe I've taken nicknames too far when I'm saying Quinny, huh? I don't know. I think it's cute. Quinn has risen in the charts, but it's still not too popular. Like I said, it's number 153, so it's not in the top 100. Okay, number 7 is Jane. Jane is an English name. It means God's gracious gift. It's currently number 340 in popularity. It is a classic name that has a special place in my heart. Oh, Jane. There are so many forums and things where people talk about Jane just being plain and dated, and I feel like I'm always fighting for Jane. I just really like it. I don't know that I would use it, but I do appreciate Jane, and I think it's a lovely name that should be respected. Okay, number 6 is Wren. Wren is an English name. It's a little bird name. I think Wren is so spunky and fun. It is not in the top 1,000, which is surprising to me because I'm hearing it a lot. A lot of people in the baby name community like this name, and so I think any minute it is going to definitely break in the top 1,000 and just get more and more popular. Number 5 is Claire. Claire is a French name meaning bright and clear. It is number 45 currently with this spelling in the United States. I think Claire is such a strong, lovely name. When I was 15, I had to pick a name for confirmation. I picked Claire, although I dropped the I from it. I spelled it C-L-A-R-E. I do prefer it with the I, but without the I, I have ties to Clare County, and so I wanted to represent that because I wanted the name to have to do something with my family. So yeah, that's my little ramble about Claire, which is lovely. Number 4, I have Belle. Belle is a French name meaning beautiful. I love this name in particular as a middle name. I think it's a gorgeous first name too. It is so soft and sweet, and I think just understated in its elegance. Number 3 is Hope. Hope is my favorite virtue name. It is number 220 in popularity. I really loved this one as a teenager. I still think it's just so darn cute. Number 2 is Rose. Rose is Latin. It means rose, for a rose, as in the flower. It's number 261 in popularity. I love Rose as a middle name. I know that it's a fairly common middle name, but I think it's just so feminine and classy. It is a classic name, and I'm always asked, like, if you had to rename yourself, what would you rename yourself? And it's so hard for me to picture myself with another name, but I often say Rose because I could kind of see that. The only other thing I can think of is my middle name, which is Elizabeth, and so I'm used to that one, so I think that's why I choose those. And then my number one favorite one-syllable name is Kate. I also love Kate as a middle name, first name or middle name, and you can see I definitely like a lot of classic one-syllable names. I love classic names, I do. It's an English name, it means pure, and it's number 194, and it's just timeless and lovely. Okay, so there were a couple more one-syllable names for girls that I also enjoyed, and I wanted to just quickly mention those, and those are Brynn, Eve, Fleur, Lux, Tess, and Wynn. And then there are some one-syllable names that are popular in the United States, and I thought I would just mention the 3 most popular. So Grace is the most popular one-syllable name in the US. It's number 21. Claire is the second most popular. It is number 45. And then Faith is the third most popular one-syllable name. It is number 75. On to the boys. So here are my top 10 one-syllable names for boys. This was actually harder for me to do than the girls, which is usually the reverse, but I tend to like a lot of one-syllable names for boys, I found. So number 10, 10 to 1, here we go. Number 10 for me is True. True is a word name, and I just love the sound of it, True. And I think it could be a really awesome nickname for Truman or Truett, and I think True is a good, almost like a virtue. I don't know. Okay, number 9 is Rhys. Rhys is Welsh. It means ardor. It's number 476. It sounds so handsome to me as a middle name with many names. I do like Rhys more as a middle name because I think it just partners well. And I know one of you who watches my channel pronounces this name Rhys, which I think is also interesting. Still one syllable, and I thought I would mention that in case anyone preferred that pronunciation. Number 8 is Coal. Coal is English and it means coal black, C-O-A-L. It's number 102 in popularity. I adored this name in high school. I think it has a really cool sound. It's another one that I really prefer as a middle name, but it's cute as a first name too. Number 7 is Grant. Grant is Scottish. It means large and also means like largeness, being tall is where it comes from. It's number 163 in popularity. I think Grant has a very handsome and crisp sound about it. I picture Grant to be very intelligent and trustworthy and noble. I don't know where I get that from. I don't know any Grants. Number 6 is Max. Max is English. It means greatest. It's number 105. I love Max names. Max is my favorite, actually, of the Max names. And I definitely think of the little boy in Where the Wild Things Are when I hear this name. Number 5 is Gray. It's a color name. Okay, I go back and forth. Do I like Gray better, G-R-A-Y or G-R-E-Y? Right now, I'm liking it with the E, but let me know what you think in the comments below. I asked people on Forest Spring a while back, and it was like torn straight down the middle. Some people liked it with the A, some people liked it with an E. And Gray is a name I could not see myself using as a first name, although I think it's usable as a first name. I prefer it as a middle name. Number 4 is Finn. Finn is an Irish name. It means fair or white. It's number 291 in popularity. Like Max, I like a lot of Finn names, but Finn on its own is just my favorite of the Finn names. Number 3 is Jude. Jude is a Latin name meaning praised. It's currently number 162 in popularity. I love this name. It's another one I can only see myself using as a middle name for some reason, and I think I just like the flow of it with a lot of things, and I do love the Beatles tie to this name as well. Number 2 is James. James is an English name meaning subplanter. It's number 14 in popularity. I don't even care if this became the number 1 name in the country. I would still love it. I think it's so classic and handsome and timeless. And then my number 1 name, one-syllable name for boys, is Luke. I could easily see myself naming a son Luke. It's one of my top favorite names for boys just in general. It's a Greek name meaning from Lucania, and it is currently number 37 in popularity. I also do love Lucas with the nickname Luke, but I like Luke on its own. So here are just a couple more one-syllable boys names that I couldn't figure out if I wanted to stick in my top 10 or not, so like my little bonus round, and they are Frost, Hart, Gage, Joel, Keir, Penn, and Reid. And then I thought I would just tell you quickly too the top one-syllable boys' names in the United States. So the most popular one is James. James is number 14 in the US. John is the second most popular. It's number 28 in the US. And Luke is the third most popular. It's number 37 in the United States. Over on my blog, my most recent post is about some one-syllable names. Does that make sense? So I will put a link to that in the description box below, as well as all of these names. So if you want to find out some more one-syllable names, you can head over to my blog and read that, or you can just read other posts for fun, because why not? I have name stuff there. I have other random schwa fun stuff that I like. I don't know what schwa means, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Please do comment what your favorite one-syllable names are, whether they be on this list or not. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.